zone. I got a woman and a kid 200 yards out, moving towards the convoy. Her arms aren't swinging. She's carrying something. Yeah, she's got a grenade. She's got an RKG Russian grenade. She's saying to the kid.
Let's talk about that scene first, because that scene really says a lot about the film. That child in the film is one of 4 Iraqi children who are portrayed in American Sniper. All 3 are portrayed as terror children, children who just simply want to kill Americans. You see a portrayal throughout this film of Iraqis as endemic terrorists, and of the country as overrun foreign fighters from Al-Qaeda. And from start to finish, the film is filled with lies and distortions. It all boils down to one soldier who's seen as anguished, and the real Chris Kyle, who appears in American Sniper, his book, in his own words, is a pathological mass killer. He, as you said, calls Iraqis savages. He said that he enjoyed what he was doing, that it was fun, and that his only regret was that he wished he had killed more. And beyond that, how many of these kills were innocent civilians? We don't see one single innocent civilian killed in American Sniper. This bogus whitewash of the atrocities committed by U.S. troops in Iraq and Fallujah, the 200,000 people were forced to evacuate, 6,000 were killed, and the local population is now beset with a wave of birth defects and cancers. This isn't seen either. We see many people tweeting after coming out of the theater that the film has inspired them to kill ragheads, that they want to kill Muslims, that they hate Muslims 1,000,000 times more than they did before they saw the film. And we have to recognize that this film has been released at a time when Islamophobia in Europe is peaking after the Charlie Hebdo and Kosher Deli attacks. So there's a convergence between the far right inspiring Islamophobia and a violent backlash against Muslim immigrants in Europe, and the attempts by Republicans and right-wing elements who have really gotten behind this film and see this film as part of their ongoing culture wars, as a vehicle for the culture wars. That there's a convergence between these two elements to inspire hatred and incite violence against Muslim Americans and Arabs. And, you know, these are definitely disturbing times.
Would you say Chris Kyle is a hero for defending the homeland then?
100%.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you think that Chris Kyle is a hero?
Yes, I do.
And why do you say that?
Because he saved so many people.
Do you think it was because he was defending his homeland?
Yes.
So if someone is defending their homeland, that makes them a hero?
Yes.
Well, what do you think about the people that Chris Kyle was killing in the movie as a sniper? What were they doing?
Defending their homeland?
So are you saying that the insurgents in Iraq are the heroes?
No.
But you said before defending your homeland made you a hero. Now you're saying the insurgents were defending their homeland, right? Do you think a movie like this and the impact on you is going to make it more likely for you to support Obama's proposed plan to send ground troops back into Iraq to finish the job that that we did earlier in that country?
I think it would, because ISIS is really getting hand in hand right now, and that movie really portrays things that need to be taken care of in a very heavy way.
If our soldiers need help, I support it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if Obama wants to go back to Iraq and kill some more terrorists, then hoorah, let's kill all the terrorists.
choc terrible que nous avons subi a rappelé l'intensité de la menace qui pèse sur notre pays et qui reste aujourd'hui d'un niveau très élevé. L'action contre le terrorisme, le djihadisme, l'islamisme radical sera une lutte de longue haleine.
We need to kill them. We need to kill them. The radical Muslim terrorists hell-bent on killing us. You're in danger. I'm in danger. We're at war, and this is not going to stop. Force Arab nations to choose. They're either with us or they're against us. They don't operate the way we do. You can't negotiate, you can't mediate, and you can't bargain. You can't even reason with these people. It's not like we haven't been, that we haven't suffered from these fanatical terrorists. Thousands of Americans have died at their hands. The World Trade Center, the USS Cole, Tanzania, Fort Hood, Benghazi. And as this Islamic cancer metastasizes throughout the world, yes, it is time for this to be over.
The organizing principle of any society is for war. The basic authority of a modern state over its people resides in its war powers. We continue to make money as the world burns. But for this to work, the people have to remain ignorant of the problem until it's too late. That's why we have triggers in place. 9/11, 7/7, WMDs. A population in a permanent state of fear does not ask questions. Our desire for war becomes its desire. A willing sacrifice. You see? Fear is justification. Fear is control. Fear is money.
States of America has become the United States of surveillance, says former FBI agent Mike German, just one of many ex-intelligence agents fighting back against the eyes and ears of the NSA.
We want the intelligence agencies and the law enforcement agencies to have power to go after people who are doing harm. But these programs are being done regardless of any suspicion of wrongdoing.
The battle is on between a government that believes it has a right to spy on everyone and a world that is fighting back.
This is the truth. This is what's happening. You should decide whether we need to be doing this.
The NSA had been created in secret and designed to be invisible, although it's hard to hide more than 30,000 employees with a vast number of buildings. Their tightly guarded headquarters here in Maryland covers more than 325 acres. We live in the United States of surveillance, with cameras like these increasingly positioned on street corners and with much more invisible spying online and on the phone.
I think the idea of privacy is gone.
All of this is not happening by accident. Well-funded, powerful agencies and companies are engaged in the business of keeping tabs on what we do, what we say, and what we think. Snowden's secret files have sparked a global controversy and debate about the role of American surveillance that seems to have the world as its target. It has fueled debates in almost every country. Stopping mass surveillance is also an issue that is building in intensity.
I cannot stand this anymore!
The NSA could not have access to as high a volume of emails and communications without the full cooperation of telecom companies and internet providers. This relationship has blossomed into a surveillance industrial complex with a flow of personnel back and forth between the NSA and its contractors.
You have Democratic presidents, you have Republican presidents, you have the far left, the far right. They all agree on one thing. We all want to know what everybody else is doing.
So spying is in our gene pool?
Yeah, spying is in the American gene pool, unfortunately.